Hi everyone! For this fourth attempt, I went back to the Jinhao X450 since now I figured out how to remove the nib that was so tight in there, and the feed too. I didn't show it on the camera this time, but you can refer to my previous video. I used a pretty wide rubber band and I used that as a grip to remove the nib and the feed, and this time I put a Fountain Pen Revolution Flex nib. It's a number 6. Fountain Pen Revolution is a highly rated company that imports flexible nibs and fountain pens from India. I've heard a lot of good things about them, so I decided to buy a couple different nibs, and this one is not the most flexible that they have, and it's actually pretty nice. The only problem that I have is the flow of ink. While it flows really well, once in a while it railroads when I push on the nib to create wider lines. I just have to find the sweet spot where it doesn't do it. I'm pretty happy with the variety of lines. It creates pretty nice fine lines, and while the widest lines aren't as wide as the G nib, they're good enough for me. But it's much easier to create thinner lines with the G nib than with this one, although it's not impossible. The regular line is a little thicker than the G nib. If you want a thinner line, it's easier to use it upside down, use the nib upside down for this one. And here's yet another Jacques Callot drawing. This one is called Another Dwarf with Wine Bottle and Glass. I used the Monteverdi special edition coral, which I absolutely love. It's a beautiful orange. It is not waterproof, but I like the shading in areas where the ink flows a lot more. It gets darker, and it's a nice bright orange where it's where there's less ink on the paper. This was a fun one to draw. It was pretty easy to use with the pen. It was easier than the G nib because it's not as particular when you draw the lines. You don't have to twist and turn either the paper or the pen as much in the right direction to create your lines. That's why I like using fountain pens rather than dip pens too. And it's not as scratchy as a dip pen either. So it was pretty nice. I did have to adjust the ink flow from time to time. Just either tap the point of the nib on a piece of paper to make it come down a bit, or twist the end of the pen converter to help the ink flow a bit better. Other than that, it was fun, and I quite like it. That's it for this experiment. I have more in store, so stay tuned for more. Thank you all for stopping by. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're feeling extra generous and you would like to support this channel, you can always click on the thanks button right next to the share button. Have a wonderful day, everyone. I'll see you soon with another video. Bye-bye.
you.